From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Mahomes. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
First down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Mahomes now on first down.
It quickly to Thielen here.
Touchdown! Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for the first down. 6-0 our score after 1. The
Fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Jets at 9-1 on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On 2nd and 9, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
45. Mike, 45. Bring it. Dragon
60. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. White now to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Hunter Nicewander on a punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. In motion right is Jones. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Swift going to try up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 67 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
45, Mike, 45.
Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jimmy Graham, 69 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done. and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grover Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.